Our focus today. And this is about the Shraddha Murder murder probe. The voice sample of the accused Aftab was taken by the cop today. The whole process took about 3 hours. The Delhi police wanted to obtain a voice sample on Aftab. This is to examine the videos and audios related to the case. So, investigation is going on, and obtaining that voice sample is indeed a part of the investigation that continues to go on. You'd remember that there were multiple DNA reports that have come out. The police recreated the crime scene multiple times. Aftab was in the police custody for a few weeks, and now he is in the judicial custody. His narco analysis test, lie detector test, different kind of tests have been conducted on him. This relates to the Shraddha Murder case, the death of a young woman who allegedly died, who according to police died because Aftab chopped her into different pieces, killed her after strangulating her, and then disposed her body parts. This is a case that shook everybody's conscience for the simple reason, the sheer brutality that was involved in this crime. Aftab, according to Delhi police, has confessed to his crime. But let's see what happens in a court of law, because mostly these confessions are not admissible. But what kind of stand Aftab's lawyer takes once a charge sheet in this entire matter is really filed in. But today a voice sample has been taken of Aftab. I'll try and cut across to my colleague Anvit and get more details about what the investigation is, at which stage exactly the investigation is at right now, what's going to happen. Let me check if Anvit is with us on the broadcast. Anvit, why was this voice sample taken? All right.
Yes, see, police during their investigation had come across some audios and videos in which there was conversation between Aftab and Shraddha, and just to make sure that that voice was in those video clips, the voice was of Aftab, and he does not refuse or denies that in court later on. That was the reason why voice samples were taken, so that police could have scientific proof of that voice in that video clip is of Aftab. But we are also learning from police that in that audio clip that has been received, that has been recovered, Aftab and Shraddha can be heard arguing with each other and are fighting, which could be one of the reasons, because regular fights was one of the reasons, as Aftab has stated, that the couple's relationship had gone sour, and following that, during one such fight, Aftab loses his temper and strangles this woman to death and then chops her into pieces. So this will be a crucial evidence, as what the police believes, that because in that audio Aftab and Shraddha can be heard, so they wanted to secure Aftab's voice sample, so that in court it can be proven and can be submitted as a scientific evidence that this voice is of Aftab's, and that is why he was brought to the FSL today around 10:20 a.m. and he was let off around 1:30 p.m. So it was at least 3 hours of of process under which he was his voice samples were taken, it was recorded, and he was made to speak certain similar lines of what as they are heard in the audio, and some similar words he was made to speak, so that they could identify in what ways does he speak. Also his voice pitch can be identified, so same words are repeated in different pitch notes, so that it is easily identified that the voice that can be heard in the audio is of Aftab, and that is what the process of at least 2.5 or 3 hours long process that Aftab underwent today at the CFSL.
All right, thank you Anvit for getting us all the details on that very important story. Here's another